What's good? Give me a second to get in here. Just getting home not too long ago from work, so bear with me, y'all. What's good, y'all? Hold on one second. Boy, trying out that new beat in the background, man. Trying to make some things happen. Changing a few things up, as you can see. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Hidden Gems coming back to you with another episode of Sips and Sniffs. And for all those who are on IG or those who might have came across the alert on YouTube, all right, man, we got a special piece of fragrance mail in the other day. As a matter of fact, I wasn't here to get it on the first day of the ride, but thank God I was here to make it yesterday, y'all. We got some brand new fragrances to smell, and I've been so excited about these. For those who tend to attend our lives and whatnot, you probably heard me talking about them on one of the previous lives where I read off the notes and whatnot. First and foremost, shout out to Rock Boy. What's going on, Sim Boss? A Twizzy, and of course, my guy, Charles Fragsport Trav or Fragsport Rav. I'll be messing it up, man. My guy, Ronnie, what's good, man? What's going on, everybody? I appreciate y'all for coming on out. All right. So we can get the full interaction experience. Y'all come on over to my YouTube, man, because I ain't gonna lie, it's hard going back and forth between screens, but of course I will. What up, Diamond? What up? Man, that's my little bro, man. Hey, little bro in age only. All right. He got me by a few inches. But what up, Diamond? What's good, baby? But yeah, man, no, so I got these in the mail And shout out to my guy Rav who sent them over. Man, I haven't smelt any of them. As a matter of fact, to be honest with you, I haven't even listened to not a single review. I went over to go support my guy Rico when he had his YouTube and IG live the other day. But as soon as they started talking about the fragrances, I dipped out, man, because I wanted this to be a pure experience, you know? What's going on, Melissa? What's going on, Orlando? How you doing, man? So yeah, so we're gonna get to it, man. We're gonna get to it. But first and foremost, man, shout out to everybody out there. For everybody that wants to know what my scent of the day is, let me go ahead and do this before I get to the chat. In honor of this momentous occasion, or at least just this live, I went ahead and wore. Shout out to Jason Virtue who just popped into the chat. All right. But I went ahead and wore Xerjoff Renaissance. Now, I say shout out to Jason Virtue because he is the one that actually put me onto this. I'd seen it, never bought into it, didn't know what I had. And of course, Jason, aka the second leg of the tripod, recommended highly that I go ahead and get my nose on it. And I said no. I said, no, I'm not into that type of fragrance, you know? But he spoke so highly of it, and so did a couple of other people, that I went ahead and blind bought it. And boy, was I not disappointed. This is beautiful. I ain't gonna lie to you, especially the way the citruses and the white florals pop up on skin. But the one thing that I love about this fragrance more than anything is that mint note. It almost highlights the florals when they come in, but it definitely pushes forward the citrus notes as well, man. This is nice. I did read somewhere that this fragrance was based on Sergio Momo's time spent in Italy. And man, if Italy is anything like this fragrance, I got to get out there soon, baby. But yeah, scent of the day in honor of this live is Xerjoff's Renaissance. All right. Beautiful fragrance. All those who haven't, I did a little quickie, a little short talking about it. Go check it out when you get a chance. But let me go ahead and get to the chat real quick. All right. First up, as I said earlier, Rock Boy, what's good, man? What's going on, baby? All right. My guy Scent Boss says scent of the day is Summer of '84 by Kerosene. Okay. I actually have not smelled anything by the brand of Kerosene. I need to stop tripping, slacking. Jason, what up? Scent of the day is Imagination, and you're testing Summer Vice. I got a problem with Viva More. I placed my order on the day of. It took me a couple of days to get confirmation, and then I still haven't gotten anything regarding when my delivery is coming. This is ridiculous. Viva More, I got a bone to pick with you, man. It's been 2 weeks. It's been pretty much 2 weeks, and I still haven't gotten a number or anything. I'm a little disappointed, man. When I bought the first one, it was prompt on time the day of. I haven't heard anything from him, y'all. It's a little disappointing. But all right. But he says it's a 7.5 out of 10. All right. Looking forward to seeing what he does. All right. All right. Aero Gaming for Fun. What's good, man? What's your favorite car brand? I'm going to make an edit of it. Man, if I had to say a favorite car brand for me, I probably have to say I'm budget luxury. All right. So for me, it will probably be Lexus. Affordable luxury. That's what I would say. So Lexus, my man. Lexus. What up, Shay? What's going on? Shay Butter Baby. My guy Rock Boy say, get your decants of alcohol out. Not today. That's on Sunday, baby. We are moving. We are pushing back Sipping and Tripping to Sunday to go ahead and make room for this, man. All right. HBK, what's going on? Scent of the day is Exate or Exalt by Ashtray. All right. Nice. Drastic, what's good, man? What is going on? Always good to see you too, man. Scent of the day is King of Kings Anarchy. Nice. Walt was supposed to be sending me that at some point. Haven't heard anything from Walt. Haven't seen him post anything. You know, my man's been out of it. Do me a favor, y'all. Check on him. All right. Show him some love. And if it's what you do, say a prayer for him, man. Don't know what's going on, but you know, out of the short time I've known him, when he disappears like this, it's rarely something good. But you never know. All right. But anyway, the frag sis, Simone, what's going on, sis? Sin of the day is Givenchy. Irresistible and Nitro White Intense. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Nice. All right. My guy said nothing on my shipment of Summer Vice as well. See, I'm not alone. Okay. Just making sure, man. Charm, what up, baby? What's going on, man? What is good? We got to talk. Otto, Usher, baby. What's up, man? So today is Watermelon Oasis. Haven't heard anything on your Summer Vice? You see? What is going on, man? What is going on? All right. Shay said, notice the same. I hope everything's good. Same here, man. Same here. All right. Jay said, I built a community of bungalows on Shilligan's Island. Content creators beware. Spaces are filling. Shut up. Oh, man. I need to stop pulling the kicks, man. Read this stuff before I start saying it out loud. But anyway, hey, here we are. We're not all alone, but we are on the show. And my special guest has already pulled up. All right. I see you in the back, Raph. All right. See that thumbs up. All right, y'all. Well, let's go ahead and get to it, man. As I told y'all before, I have been waiting to get my nose on these. I did a live where I talked about the 3 offerings that they had and what I anticipated would come from the notes that were listed. Man, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Wait, but before I bring this man up, wait, Charm, you haven't received, man. They sure took my money. They took yours too. And then Simba said, Bowtie shared a shipping update today. I skipped ordering because after hearing so many rave reviews about Forbidden, I bought it and ended up disappointed. I get it. All right. Well, let me bring up my guy. You know what I'm saying? And let's go ahead and get this going. Ralph, what's up, man?
What's up? What's up? Can you hear me well?
I can hear you well. Okay. Hey, everybody in the chat, put up a 1 if you can hear Ralph. If you can hear me, well, I'm sure you can hear me, but put up a 1, a thumbs up. Give me some type of reaction. Let us know that you hear us. All right, both of us.
Yes.
Take a second. Yes. While Jason goes ahead on his Shilligan's Island posting. All right. Talking about Shilligan's Island artwork coming soon. And then of course, Will, what up, man? Sunday is hypothermia, aka frostbite. And Sin of the Evening is Speed Legends Lair with Lamar. That should be interesting. I'm gonna check that out.
If there's a title for that, that's a perfume, hypothermia, or he's joking?
He's joking. He nicknames everything. All right, so it's really frostbite, but he calls it hypothermia. Look, Dutch is special to the community.
But it's Will, right? Will, yeah.
Oh yeah, it will. Yes. It will. Oh wait, that was Will. Oh, he's special too.
But Will, yeah, it's on your. Actually, you highlighted it.
You're right. That is Will. I apologize. I'm a little special at times too. All right, that's why we're all in the cul-de-sac together. All right. So yes, Dutch, we see you. Yes. All right. What up, David? But Raph, man, hey, thank you for making time, my friend. All right. But let's cut the crap. All right. Let's cut the crap. Just the sips and sniffs. We're not sipping and tripping tonight. No, all right, that's on Sunday. But let's cut the crap. Hey, thank you, Raph. Thank you.
You haven't opened it? Wow. You haven't opened it?
No, Raph, I told you what I wanted to do. I I love this part, but this is, you know me. All right. Now we've talked. You know, one of my favorite things to do is to get it on skin on first glance and then go ahead and tell you what all I'm getting. You know what I mean?
Beautiful. Yeah.
And
Those reactions are priceless, you know?
yeah, and I've been holding off for so long. You know, I jumped in to support you, Rico, Nika, Sarah, and Arab, and the guy from London. But thing is, once they started reviewing, I dipped out. I did not want to hear. I don't. I don't want to hear any bias or anything like that. Hell, I talked to Neeb. I didn't want to hear it from him either. Okay, I'm going into this with my own thoughts, and I'm gonna see if it's for me, man. You know.
Sure.
But after we review the 3 new fragrances with the collab with Lamborghini, I am going to get to this. This is one that I've been saying that I needed to get my nose on. Shout out to you for providing this, that Uden overdose. I've been saying I need to get my nose on that for 3 years, ever since I bought Uden.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So
This one.
oh yeah, I love the bottle, but I gotta see if it's worth it, man. If it's worth it, please believe I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
Reminds me 2019.
Yes, sir.
Believe it or not, it was the 4th release after the launch of the Xerjoff Universe website. That's the name that they used to call it, Xerjoff Universe. It was the 4th release. It was it was Mephisto Gentilomo, Golden Dala, Golden Mocha. Then it was Uden Overdose, and then it was Starlight, and then in January it was the release of La Capital. Yeah,
nice. You know what?
You see how the memory to your mind when you start saying, "Oh, that perfume, this perfume," like boom.
Look, Ralph, we spend a lot of time in this community, and you are a big part of this community over the past year or two, right? So, you know, one of the things that we do with the prominent names and the prominent people who are making their rounds or just on lives and whatnot is we give out nicknames. Now, I don't care if anybody else agrees or disagrees, but this is my nickname that I'm giving to you in the community. All right. So we have the Scent Father, Jason. All right. All right. You know, I go with Jim's. All right. Kicks used to call me the Malcolm or Martin, whatever. You know, shout out to Kicks. But you know what I'm saying? Then we got Joel, who is the damn, it's a lot of nicknames. Let's just get to it. Sir, I'm gonna call you the encyclopedia, all right? Because your knowledge of fragrances, and not just Xerjoff, of so many brands is vast. It's like you've been taking note of everything. At least the big brands for sure. The big name brands, the big name niche brands, you've been taking note of their comings and goings, their releases and everything, left and right. And I mean, having you on here, it's great. It's great because you're full of knowledge and you're always providing it to us, even when we don't want it. But we need it because this type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? This type of information, the details that are often lost from one generation to the next of hobby, people that enjoy a hobby, will control how it's seen later on. So I love that you are able to provide the detail that we don't have, you know. It makes this experience, this hobby, having you on here so much worthwhile.
Thank you for your kind words. Yeah, believe it or not, I've been learning the last 2-3 years. Also, releases from the Middle East, you know, behind the scenes, the labs where they get their sources. So I like to, you know, incorporate more to the knowledge because there's a budget, you know, for everyone. Like everybody, not everyone can afford certain brands. And there's a lot of a market right now for the Middle East, and I like to comprehend what's going on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
sure.
I like to add it up everything because I like to sniff. I like to sniff.
Well, sniff fragrances. You've got to put that on there afterwards. All
Oh
right.
yeah, yeah. Well, I leave it there. You can use your imagination.
I- you got to add that on.
Yes, no, I leave it there.
All right, here we go, man. And shout out to Dutch. He said we're gonna have to have a meeting, a personal meeting after this live. Me, Dutch, and the crew, and we're gonna have to decide if we're gonna go with the encyclopedia or the search engine. All right. So we'll get back to you on that. All right.
All
But
right.
in the meantime, let's go ahead and get down to it, man. Look, let's start off with the first one, man.
Okay, let me tell you. Okay, so let's start it. This is how it started. Like many people will think, like, oh yeah, Xerjoff like to do these collaborations because we have a collection called Blends, and inside of the Blends collection, we collab with Tony Iommi, we collab with Mas Kaskashi, which is a very famous lead singer of a very famous band from Torino.
Okay.
We collab with Duran Duran. We collab with Maison de Benoche for the champagne perfumes. So, and also we collab with Brian May, but Brian May perfume is not inside of that Blends collection. So this is being like probably almost 2 years in the making. It's not something that it was like out of the blue, boom, 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 let's do this, let's do that, and that's it. We didn't pick the perfumes. Lamborghini picked the perfumes. You know, Sergio Momo, with all his expertise and great taste and everything that he does for his own brand and for the rest of our the team,
Right.
he selected the perfumes. He tested the perfumes with the mods, and then send it to Lamborghini, and then discuss it. They have meetings, and then they select these 3 perfumes. So to start this, explanation about it, this is the first time that Lamborghini collab with a perfume brand, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be only with Sergio. And what you see on JCPenney and other websites or stores or whatever, those perfumes that it says Lamborghini are not Lamborghini. They belongs to the son of Fieruccio Lamborghini. So it's Tonino Lamborghini. If you go and take a look at the bottles, if you go to the Fragrantica Parfum or whatever, you will see Tonino Lamborghini, but it doesn't carry this shield. You see what it says there? It says Automobili Lamborghini, which is the Lamborghini cars.
Okay.
Tonino Lamborghini belongs to the son of Fioruccio, and he creates some sort of like a luxury products for hotels, for etc. Okay, I'm not gonna get into those details, but this is directly with a Lamborghini. Lamborghini never made a perfume with any company, so this is the first time, and they selected 3. And
I'm glad you pointed that out too, Raph. I heard about that from someone else as well. And, I've heard how, Lamborghini, Ferrari. Now it has me wondering if those Ferrari fragrances were really by Ferrari, or even the Benz. You know what I'm saying? All those brands, were they actually affiliated with the car company or with the car side, or was it just...
As far as I know, Bentley, Mercedes, Ferrari, as far as I know, yes, but they're actually no directly from them. It's like I'm not sure which company is actually doing this. I believe Huge from Spain. I don't recall that. I cannot tell you securely what is this, but it's like it's not a direct collaboration. You know what I'm saying? That's why those Ferrari perfumes, you don't see it too often lately. So it's about like it happens also with other brands, especially with the designer brands. This is a direct collaboration with Lamborghini.
Okay, great. Hey, that's good to know. So if anybody was wondering, all right, this is an actual Lamborghini collab. All right.
Yes. So it's an actual collaboration with Lamborghini. Lamborghini allow us to carry their shield in our boxes and everything, because it's a real collaboration. So in our blends collection, what we try to project and tell the people is the message of the multisensorial experience. How this multisensorial experience, so we call it like in the music, in the cuisine, in the artistry, you name it, in variety of arts. We're gonna pick someone, or someone's gonna pick us. In this case, Lamborghini pick us because they're matching the same kind of artistry in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because Lamborghini is very peculiar, unique. They're always trying to break the boundaries. Like they don't follow anyone. They actually produce trends. So that's exactly what we, as it could sound like that, but it's true. We don't follow trends. We don't follow what is available on the market. We just want to put it out something new, and then you decide if you like it or not.
So y'all were a perfect fit in that case.
That's probably one of the reasons that Lamborghini decided to collab with us. So in this multisensorial experience, we created 3 perfumes, and the story begins with Fierezza, which is the red one, Avanguardia, which is the blue one, and Perseveranza, which is the third one.
Perseveranza.
Yeah, what does this mean is the Fierezza is when you actually get into a Lamborghini. You have the courage, and that's the name. Fierezza means pride. So when you have the courage, the pride, you really want to drive this Lamborghini car, this muscle powerful car, and you get into the car and you feel the brand new leather, the steering wheel leather. You feel the whole entire artistry from Lamborghini inside of the cockpit, right? So that's Fierezza in this case, when you get into the Lamborghini and you're about to drive this Lamborghini. That experience, we try to recreate it in this perfume, Fierezza. So we call it the first chapter. The second chapter is Avanguardia, when you actually start driving the Lamborghini. So that kind of experience and courage and boldness is portraying here in Avanguardia, which means avant-garde, something new that you're gonna do. And then when you finish driving the Lamborghini, you're gonna find the peace and calm and relaxation. But the perseverance, that's why it calls Perseveranza, to actually do it again. And everything in life, you need perseverance to succeed. Right. So let's try with the first one. First of all, I watched several videos, reels, and one in particular on YouTube that an influencer said that this is a motif like a reminiscing of the stitching of the seats. Well, let me tell you, this design is in every single detail in a Lamborghini. Not even on the seats, on the air vents, on the headlights, everything, because it's a signature design that Lamborghini has put it out inside of their cars and outside of their cars. So this is not about the stitching; it's about that. This is the signature design that Lamborghini designs everything inside of the car: the headlights, the dashboard, everything. Then you have the box. Every single perfume, every 3 perfumes comes with the same box. This is the first time that we actually put it the logo, the X.
Yeah, because you usually spell out the word, right?
Xerjoff.
Yeah.
But the first time we put it the X. And if you see it here, Xerjoff, and then the Lamborghini shield.
I like that. I like that design.
Yes.
I like that.
It's the first time, and it's the only time that we're going to do it because this is exclusive design for the Lamborghini collection. Then you will see kind of reminiscing also the stitching of the and everything in the seats and the handle of the car and everything inside of the car. Yeah, but also the air vents, the dashboard, it has this kind of design. So it's trying to replicate that, like you are inside of the Lamborghini. And then this holder, this is the very first time that we actually made this holder. So
Okay. I like that though.
in this holder, you will
Like
see
a little cup holder.
yes, because in the Lamborghini, the air vents has this design. The cup holder, everything, it has this design. That's why it's not because we're gonna put it in every single perfume. It's just exclusive for the Lamborghini combo. So for that person who said, influencer who said that we've been doing this for a while, no, it's not. This is the first time, and it's gonna be only exclusive to a Lamborghini design because this completely design the whole put it together. It was in collaboration with the design team from Lamborghini. So there's nothing like out of the blue, and we're gonna replicating our other collection. No, this is exclusive to the Lamborghini collection.
Nice. I like it though. The stitching, everything. And I'm a fan of the black box too.
Yeah, and also if you can take a look, this is the authentication of the Lamborghini.
I see it. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Everybody got that? Yep. We got it. All right. That's nice though, man. I like that.
Lamborghini also collaborate with the French brand called Babolat, the brand that the company that it makes rackets. They also they make paddle rackets like pickable paddle. So they actually made a racket for paddle with the Lamborghini logo.
Okay.
So Lamborghini is expanding, but they're really selective.
Really. I see, man. You gotta be hey, and they're not for everybody, so they definitely are doing stuff that just speaks to them. And if you speak to them, then I guess you purchase it.
Well, let's start with the very first phase, right?
Okay.
Let's start with Fierezza, which is
Fierezza. Is it Fierezza? Is it Fierezza?
Fierezza, yes.
Fierezza.
Yes. Now with these names, you're gonna start, like practicing your Italian pronunciation.
Italiano.
Italiano. Fierezza.
Spaghetti.
Fierezza is fried. And this is not red, it's orange.
Okay. Yes. Oh, they thought it was red?
Some people said like it's red, but it's not. It's orange. And it can also, you can acquire the samples at Xerjoff.com as well. In United States, gonna be available in September. The distributor already got the products, and they're gonna start promoting at the end of the middle of August, because next month, in the middle of August, we're gonna have a big event in LA. For the introduction of the Lamborghini collection to the US market.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So as you see, this is the first time that we have the gradient bottle.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
To be reminiscent of these kind of like bottles, we have a collection called Shooting Stars, as you know. So this Shooting Star is Red Hoa, for example. But in this case, it's a soft touch with the Lamborghini bottles. In this bottle, is more sandy.
Yeah, but I like the way that looks, though. That is very appealing.
Yeah, it's eye-catching, eye-popping. It's like you see these bottles, and everybody kind of like they want to collect. Something else that I want to say: many people reach out to me and say like, "Is this collection limited?" No, it's not limited. It's here for staying. It's just the beginning of a powerful collaboration with Lamborghini. And you know that in the blends collection, nothing stays in one chapter.
Nope.
Just to let you know.
I look forward to it. But let's get to it, man. This is the most exciting part. This is the part that I've been waiting on. All right, y'all. We are going to, I already got it on skin. Fierezza. All right.
You got it? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I got it on skin. I couldn't wait, man. Look, I've been holding off from spraying this thing all day.
All right. Who would like to hear it first from you?
I'm going to keep it real. Look, this is nice. All right. This is not mass appealing, but this is very masculine. I'm going to be honest. Now, I've gone to a couple of how do you say, luxury foreign car dealerships, right?
Okay.
And I've been in cars. Y'all, this literally smells like getting into this is it smells like getting into a foreign car, brand new on the lot, leather interior. It just smells masculinely fresh. All right. The one note that stands out the most in this on skin has to be the suede. It has to be the suede.
Right
On,
with that. Wow.
all right,
Mhm.
now I'm definitely getting the suede. I'm getting a little spice. All right, probably from the Sichuan pepper. All right,
Mhm.
a little smoke. I think that suede is a little smoky because it's. I think that incense and the suede on here are giving it a leather feel.
Mm.
It's giving it a little density, giving it a little something more, but definitely spicy, definitely suede.
How many times you spray on from the sample on your skin?
Two.
Two. Okay.
I do get a little floral in here. I can't say which, like what type of floral. Um, I'm still trying to pull it up as a matter of fact. But yeah, this is good though. I like this. This is one I could wear. This is definitely for my older guys. This is something that you want to step out to. This speaks of luxury. It speaks of masculinity, I guess some would say. Not to say that other things don't, but this definitely does. This smells like a guy that hopped out a very expensive car, has on not a leather jacket, but definitely. Have you ever what is it? One of those suede jackets.
Yeah. Very velvety, suede velvety jacket.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine and light, not heavy.
Yeah. And I'm
Suede.
looking I'm looking on here and it has the note of frangipani or
Frangipani.
frangipani. Yeah.
Frangipani.
Yeah.
It's not,
Frangipani.
it's not prominent. It's just to supporting because there's a first of all it's an spicy woody, okay, with suede leather undertones,
Mm.
okay, but the main note, if you want to call it that way, or the two main notes are the spiciness, and there's a water and a water note like aquatic undertone, which is cologne. The cologne give that kind of like a airy vibe. That's why it gives you the
Okay.
impression of a
Ah, okay. Now I can see that. I was about to say I don't get a marine feel or a watery vibe, but I do get an airy.
yeah,
I
but
do
it's
get an airy, and that may have been what I was considering fresh,
yeah,
because I was getting that confused because I was about to say maybe it's the geranium, because geranium typically has like a soft kind of almost powdery type of feel in a lot of perfumes.
mhm.
But they could be that the geranium is just aiding that marine note that you were
Sure.
referring to.
The uranium is always present, in most of the fougères or the barber shops or the men's perfumes, to give that kind of freshness, almost mintiness, because uranium belongs to the mint flowers, if you want to call it that way,
Yeah.
kind of like a minty, airy freshness.
Uh-huh.
Um, but it has ambre, which is present, for example, in Dior Homme and some other perfumes like that.
Yeah.
So the amber and the uranium just hold it together, and the frangipani, it gives that kind of like a airy, kind of fresh, vivid, and aromatic vibe. So that's why it's aromatic in the middle, and it's like a clash of two different aspects. To me, this perfume has two facets, which is the very peppery, spicy, incensey opening,
Uh-huh.
with the woodiness and suede leather and the dry down.
Yeah.
But in the middle, there's something in the middle that it gives you that freshness, that kind of like a splash of something that is not aquatic, it's not a marine per se, but it's the marine accord, which is cologne. It's basically it is what it is. It's cologne, and the cologne is present in Aqua de Yo and some other It's very distinctive. If you get very sensitive with cologne, you immediately gonna say, "Oh, it has cologne. Oh, it has ambre." In many perfumes and designer perfumes, especially.
Okay.
So I understand why people kind of like trying to get into Aqua di Gio Profumo, the black
I
one.
love I love that. And you know what? This does have a similar feel to it.
It
But
does, but not completely, because I have the Aqua di Gio Profumo. Where's my Aqua di Gio? Yeah. My Aqua di Gio Profumo special blend, which is for me this Profumo
yeah.
is the best Profumo. The special blend is better than
Okay.
the regular Profumo.
I
It's
might
just,
have to check it out. But here's the thing. Now, the Profumo is definitely sweeter than this one. But if you take away the sweetness, all right, if you were able to distinguish that in the fragrance, and you were to throw the amber, something a little deeper, you know what I'm saying, and then you've got that suede in there too. That's where it really takes a turn. But it gives a similar feel, though.
it does, but remember on Aqua di Gio Profumo, uh,
Uh-huh.
the main characteristic why people are getting so, like everybody love it is because of the patchouli. In this case
Mm,
with Jereza, patchouli is there, but in the very background, like at the last, the last person on the line. So
okay.
patchouli is there, but it's not the front forward. It's not right on your face. It's more the
Mm,
cologne, the woodiness, the suede leather, the sandalwood, because it gives me also on the dry down a vibe of, for example, I have the dry down here, okay?
mhm.
It gives me that kind of pencil shaving, kind of sandalwoody vibe in the dry down.
Okay.
But in the opening, you see, when it starts settling down, you can smell it from your skin now. When it starts settling down, you can feel like a little bit of muskiness because of the ambre. The ambre will give you that muskiness. So,
Mm,
in my opinion, from the three, this and another one I'm going to tell you are more artistic than any of the three.
okay.
I understand why some reviewers that they acquire these perfumes, they're trying to compare us kind of like a more designerish kind of vibe, but not because in the designer world it doesn't develop. Most of the designer perfumes are very linear, and in this case, it develops into a two perfumes in a way.
Yeah, but I hate that people are trying to compare it to something. It's almost like now because there's so many darn dupe brands out there and whatnot. Everybody thinks that everybody else is duping something, or it's got to be something similar. Or it's like they spend more time trying to relate one fragrance to the next instead of just enjoying the fragrance itself. And now it's even gone over into the niche. Not to say that niche doesn't dupe other niche brands or whatnot, because we know they do. All right, I have to put it out there. We've got enough videos on that, but yeah, it just takes away from the experience.
It's because we know so much, because to be honest, when I went to Zenfest and I have talked to, for example, on Saturday, 6 hours straight, non-stop. And then on Sunday, it was 7 hours straight, non-stop. And people who went there, not many people were like frag heads spending time on YouTube, Instagram, or whatever. Like many people were customers, real customers, and they don't associate that. They're like they were very impressed. They were actually, because we were at the entrance, and then they went inside, and there were like almost 50 brands inside, and they came back and they say, "Hey, listen, when it dries down," and they give me their feedback. And no, it's like it's because we know too much. So since we know too much, immediately the first thing, the first instinct will be, "Oh, it smell like this, it smell like that, it smell like that." But the regular customer, the real world, doesn't put it together like us. We know too much. We know too much.
Now I'm gonna tell you this though, Rep. I really like this, honestly.
You like it? You like it?
Yeah, and I like the way that this suede is blended in there. The amber does definitely make it a little darker, a little deeper, but that incense and that geranium / cologne note,
Mm-hmm.
that right there, it's not fougere, it's not chypre, but it puts it in like almost like a unique combination feel.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always been one that's always said, you know what, you don't, there is no masculine fragrance, but there are some fragrances that literally smell like I think only mostly men would wear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is one of them. This smells like a gentleman's fragrance, honestly. This smells debonair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This smells like the man who's dressed up, going to work or just got off from work, getting out of a luxury car. I mean, it really does smell of elegance, and
Let me
it's well blended, it's smooth.
let me ask you something. How's loud comes out from your skin? How loud? How do you think it's gonna last? Can you give me your take about that, please?
Honestly, I've got 2 sprays on skin. So let's say if I were to do 10, all right, I think it would project maybe within about a half a foot to a foot
Mm-hmm.
off clothes. But on skin, this feels like it's going to be somewhat of a skin scent. But the beautiful thing about this is that it's a skin scent, I believe, but it's going to leave a sillage as you walk by people.
Mm.
It's one that's it's going to linger to some degree.
Yeah.
But it's a skin scent. It's you gotta. Most people will not necessarily smell you well unless they're in close proximity. At least that's what I'm getting right now. But that's honestly that's what I get from the 3 fragrances that I own that have the note of suede in them or
Yeah.
something of cashmere. Most of them, the ones that I prefer that are well blended, they're usually softer. They're heavy on the skin, but they're softer, meaning they're not going to project well. But if you get within a foot or so, you'll smell it. Or if the man is moving his hands or whatever, if he's moving around, you'll smell it. But it's not one that's gonna boom off skin.
Okay. Do you know why? Do you know
No,
why that
no.
happened? I'm gonna tell you why. Because this perfume, let me put the fan on. This perfume has Isui Super.
It does.
It does. So
Interesting.
certain people will say like, "Oh my God, this is a beast," which it happens to me at the Milan party. Like, damn, this perfume will last forever. And then at Fest, when they came back, I said like, this perfume, damn, because uh, it's not so oily, okay?
Mhm.
But because of the Isoi Super, certain people will perceive that kind of like, I also saw some videos about people saying like nose blind, like when you get nose blind, and
Mhm.
it's basically because ISO is super. It's not nose blind, it's because the ISO is super. Certain people will get affected with ISO is super, and certain other people will not get affected with ISO is super. In my case, for example, when it's too much of a ISO is super, I can smell it more from other people. For example, when I shaved my patient like a month ago, and I put Fierezza for a couple of weeks when I shave him, because I only shave him for a week, once a week. I try Fierezza with him, and I can smell it from him projecting like crazy. But from
Mhm.
me, when I wear Fierezza, I say like, yeah, it sits on the skin, like you just said, it sits on the skin quickly. But from my patient, I can smell it quickly, like, dang, you keep projecting. But when I smell, I say like, where is it? Where is it? It's because of the ISO super. It's no nose fatigue, because nose fatigue is when you wear the perfume over and over and over. Mostly your signature scent will give you nose fatigue. But when you smell a perfume right, or like a new perfume, and you get like a kind of like, oh, where is it? It's basically a molecule. In this case, the ISO is super.
And you know, I've been told through conversation and whatnot, I've been told by people, the more you typically wear of certain notes and whatnot, the more fond your skin becomes of it. It tends to project after a while. And a lot of these I don't wear a lot. I'll be honest, suede, like I told you, I got three fragrances with suede, and I think two of them are soft suede, like they're background players. You know what I'm saying? Like you get it on the dry down, not necessarily in the opening, right?
Mhm.
And so, you know, because I don't wear it, suede, leather, they typically don't just scream off of my skin like they do on other people.
Yeah. I totally agree because it happens. You know, it happens to me with certain perfumes. No, every single perfume, but it's just because of the molecules. It's not like the 60s, 70s, 80s when we don't have those kind of like situations. Lately, in the last probably at the end of the 2000s, and then between 2010 and now, the use of molecules, the
Right.
ban on certain ingredients, it will lead to that kind of situations. But the nose fatigue mostly is because your signature scent. Your nose definitely will adapt. So something that you tested or tried like 5 years ago, and then you revisit the perfume, you will find out that, oh dang, how can I miss this perfume? It's not a coincidence. It's just because your nose, little by little, is gonna adapt it. The more you smell, the more you
Mhm.
know. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Got you, got you.
So
All right.
Fiesta give you that kind of vibe of a newness, right? Like a fresh,
Yes.
like something clear and fresh. Occasions. What occasion would you like to wear this?
Um, say I'm going to eat with family, say I'm going to brunch or whatnot in a closed. This is not one that I particularly would wear outside
Hmm.
because on my skin, as of right now, from the experience I'm getting right now, I'm not sure if it would project enough, and I would like to be smelt outside. You know what I'm saying?
You would
So
like to
I'm
get
probably wear this.
compliments. You would like to people to ask you what you're wearing, right?
Yes, of
Okay.
course, catch some attention, right?
Hmm.
But I would wear this maybe to a business meeting, maybe out with the fellas.
Hmm.
This would even be good, honestly, cigar lounge. Because of the feel of this, I would definitely want to wear it where I am trying to be the man.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
that man, however you want to phrase it, you know? Um, because I think this is the type of fragrance that commands that type of attention if they smell you, you know? Definitely want to dress it up. Definitely want to go business casual or something not casual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something formal or business casual for sure.
For office, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even happy hour. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you go to a lounge, not to the club, but a lounge or something like that. Definitely. This is good.
Okay. So would you like to smell this from a woman?
I would like to smell it on a woman, but I don't think I would care for it like I would something that is naturally more fruity and whatnot.
Hmm.
It just really depends on how it comes off on their skin. I think at first it will be weird. I think to smell this on a woman would kind of catch my attention, but I could see where it would still be good. It's just that this is not something I would imagine, you know, especially a woman that I'm chasing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. All
A
right.
woman that I'm chasing were to have this on, I'd be like, all right, ma'am, you have a good day. Not that it's bad, it just be kind of like, huh, hmm,
Hmm.
okay.
Do you find a little bit sweeter?
I would like for it to be a little sweeter.
You don't find it
Honestly,
sweeter a little bit?
honestly, if you took out from what I'm getting on my skin, if you made that suede a little more cashmere, and let's say you amped up the florals, maybe
Hmm.
just amping up the florals would do a lot, and condensing the suede. It doesn't necessarily have to be sweet. It just doesn't need to have that much suede as I'm getting on my skin.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because see, you said that you get the spices and you get the marine accord. I get that marine accord, but everything is second to the suede on my skin.
Yeah, I know. I understand because I
Right?
noticed the difference in between
Yeah.
people that were kind of like, which one can I choose? Which one can I choose? You know, I got that thing in Milan because the influencers that we buy, there's like, help me out. Which one? This one, that one. And I said, this one is a Vanguardia, right? Yeah. And this one is what? Fierezza? Yeah, but I'm not sure because I also like Perseveranza. I said, like, you know what? Just smell me. And I was wearing another perfume. I'm gonna tell you why in a second. But believe it or not, this one is a little sweeter because the mirror. There's a very fine line
Oh
mirror.
yeah, the myrrh. Yeah, 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 yeah.
A very fine line mirror, like a very dusty and kind of like a
Yes.
melting mirror. Just at the end, that's what I'm telling you. Smell back in couple hours, and you will see, you will feel that the dry down. In my opinion, the dry down is magnificent. It's beautiful, and I like it because of the dry down more than the opening. Because the opening for me is very spicy, but I understand because, for example, at Fest, this one was one of the most favorite from the three, besides another one from the women. Women were like, wow, this is impressive. I like it. I love it when I can buy it. I said, we don't sell it because many of the brands that they were showcasing at Fest, they were selling perfumes. We didn't sell it. We just display our perfumes, display the Lamborghini collection, and I just guide them to go to Xerjoff.com. So if you never buy at Xerjoff.com, and if you're a first-time buyer, you can sign up for our newsletter and you will get a 10% discount. So I was guiding people like that and ladies,
Okay.
ladies that were asking me, I want that. And I kind of like trying to figure out how they love this one because also in Milan, certain lady influencers, they were picking up this one. Curious case, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't lie to you. I really like this. I really like this. This is something that's a little different from what I'm used to wearing, but this is smooth in a sense. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you something. This is something that I would think Jason would even like, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
This is something I would recommend to someone who's going to be around people, a guy like selling houses, selling something, because this smells of confidence. This smells like a man that you will want to buy from. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously.
The
It,
name, the name, Fierezza.
yeah, that's
There you go. You nail it. Exactly. That's the courage, the pride. You know, like the valentia. Like you want to do it. Like this is for goers, for doers. You know what I'm saying? That's the feeling that they want to give you that multisensorial experience. Yeah, you nail it. That part.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Jason is one of them. Like because it's a little bit aromatic, less than aromatic than the other two, but
Yes.
it gives you that confidence because it's a secure, it's an easy grab. It's an easy grab.
It really is. It really is. For a businessman or a man about business, this is an easy grab. To be honest with you, I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it is that you look at the notes and whatnot, and it's still put together very simply. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The smell is nothing complex, just simple.
Mhm.
But in and of how it's constructed from those notes, the complexity is not in how it presents on skin. The complexity is in how it's put together to present that way. And this is nice, man. This is nice. All right, then, Will. I have to. Hey, this is really good. This is really good. All right,
All right.
so here we go. Fiereza.
That was Fierezza. Fierezza, let me show you the bottle again. And that's Fierezza. You see the nice, beautiful automobile Lamborghini logo. It's the first time that actually, this is the first time that we did something. Instead of our X, we have the Lamborghini shield there. And then the Sergio in the cup.
Gotta love it.
Yep.
Gotta love it. And the black box with the black cap, man.
Yep. Beautiful.
Brand after my own heart. I love the colorway.
Well, you get into the car, you feel the steering wheel, the whole entire compound of Arthur 3 Italian craftsmanship, looks
Yes.
inside all over the car inside. But this is when you drive the Lamborghini, and that's
Hey,
Avanguardia.
Avanguardia.
Avanguardia. Like a guard. Avant-garde, yeah.
Like so avant-garde?
So avant-garde, no. So yeah, I have the dry down here.
Okay.
You don't know this dry down. These 3 dry downs are from Tuesday, 2 days ago. No, 3 days ago. Last Tuesday.
Okay, real quick, Raph. All right. I wasn't sure what you were doing. It almost looked like a little feather. You were tickling your nose and whatnot. What in the world? You got some fancy test strip holders. Now I saw Jason put it in the chat, but I gotta go ahead and say this out loud. Hold that up. Let's see what they are. They're a wooden base with a clip.
Yeah, you can find it with wooden base or with plastic. Yeah. I don't got the fancy ones is the one that the perfumers are using with the metal thing, and you can actually put all 3. Sometimes I put like 4 or 5, and then I put it like this all together. I can put more, but it's not those fancy ones that the perfumers are using.
Oh yeah, no, we've seen some that.
And then you can do this, like the top, the mid, and then you start going that way, and you kind of like give this like a waft, and then you figure it out. But that's when you actually put the oils from the top, from the mid, and the base. So, but no, I don't have the fancy ones. I want to get the fancy one. Yeah, when I go to, hopefully one day to Paris.
Putty.
I would like to go there and get those. I believe they sell these. I'm not sure which page, but no, you can get this from Amazon. I can send you the link if you want to, do that, because it's easier.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you spray your hand and you don't even notice. So it's better when you don't leave the paper on the table or touching anything else. So it's better like that. It's not because I want to look like fancy. It's because this is the proper way to don't contaminate anything.
It's okay, Raph. It's okay. Hey, send me the link so I can get me a budget bougie sister.
Okay.
All right, let me go ahead and get this Avanguardia.
Avanguardia comes in this beautiful, like a dark hue blue color.
Ooh, yes. Now, Raph, I think I shook my head about 3 or 4 times and I got wafts of this. Seriously. Wow. I'm enjoying it, but yeah, definitely provides a bigger sillage than Fiatessa for sure. I mean, off top.
Yeah. This is a beast. This is a beast. I can't believe it that influencer said like, this doesn't last. It's like, what are you wearing? What? Like the majority of people since the releasing in June, they were saying this is a beast. And I wear this, my patient wore this, and it's funny because on my skin, it gets so powdery. On my patient, it happens to you with Fierezza. The leather on his skin is prominent, like damn, and it lasts the day after on him. On me, it lasts like easily 10 hours.
Yeah.
And this is the one that I was wearing at the party in Milano. And when many influencers came to me like, I don't know what to get, and I said, okay, smell my neck. Oh, I wanna pick the one that you have. Oh, that's Avanguardia.
Oh, this cherry. Oh, okay. Let's talk about it, man. All right. So in the upper, y'all, in the top, you got Mandarin, Davana, and Cherry. All right. In the mid, you've got black violet, rose geraniol, okay, fractionated patchouli oil, and in the base, you've got tonka bean, styrax, and olibanum. All right. Now, let's just go ahead and start by saying this. A lot of people see styrax or what you call it, and no, it's not the animalic one, or that I can tell at least.
No, the styrax in this case produce the leather facet. That's basically
Okay.
what it is. Because
And there is a leather facet.
it has labdanum, it has the styrax. It gives you that leather facet more prominent than Fierezza.
And I'm sure that olibanum is aiding in that too, because I've seen a lot of leather forward fragrances that have olibanum in them.
It's produced
so definitely
to give you that leather. It's not suede leather. In this case, it's leather, like a pure leather, and it has to have that. And like I said, Vanguardia is when you drive the Lamborghini, so you have to put a bold perfume. And
right. Okay.
Bold. To me, it's bold. It's fruity, leather, woody, but very aromatic. It's on your face. But
I'm gonna tell you this: that the first thing that screams out is the cherry. Okay, the cherry is prominent. Okay, now there is a citrus feel to it. I can only assume that it's going to be provided by the mandarin, right? I'm assuming that the citrusy feel to that cherry is the mandarin. However, there's like a fresh green feel.
Yeah.
And it feels fresh and floral. I'm guessing that's the Davana and the rose geraniol.
Okay. No, let's because this is,
tell me.
Like I said to Rico, in my opinion, Vanguardia is the most linear, in my opinion. Okay, even though that it doesn't produce that kind of linear way, it's the more linear because it's gonna stay the same. In Fierezza and Perseveranza, you're gonna feel two different facets, very remarkable. But in Vanguardia, it's gonna be one thing, and that's basically most of the bold perfumes are like that. It's like a one-way straight, like a one-way. It doesn't go to the curve. No. One-way straight. The Davana gives that kind of boozy accord to the cherry. So
a boozy? Oh.
Yeah, a boozy accord. That's the Davana, what they produce. It doesn't give you a boozy cherry.
Not necessarily. It does it gives me like a maraschino.
Yeah, exactly.
Feel.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, boozy. Because I'm gonna tell you something. When people talk about cherry, I remember I watched a video also, and they say, yeah, when they extract the oil from the cherry, said the oil from the cherry, like how is that possible? Cherry, to replicate the aroma of the cherry in perfumery, you need to use molecules, and there's an aldehyde specifically that it will give you that cherry accord. But there's not only one a molecule for that. There's no one aldehyde. There's several aldehydes. The more prominent are kind of like 5 or 6.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, really. The more like the Tom Ford Lost Cherry.
Okay. I got you.
Okay. So that's why not every single perfume that it has cherry smells the same. Okay. So, for example, when people related the cherry with a it smells like a cough syrup, right? That's a specific aldehyde. It calls benzaldehyde. Okay, that's the most common one, and that's the one that it will give you that cough syrup vibe. Okay. But in this case, it's not that aldehyde that we use in this one. It's a different aldehyde. It's a pentaldehyde that it gives you that kind of maraschino boozy accord, but the booziness, it doesn't come from that aldehyde. The booziness is helping the booziness part to project that kind of maraschino vibe is the Davana. So the Davana and this aldehyde, pentaldehyde, that is the cherry note, it will give you that kind of maraschino amped up in the open.
Okay. And you know what's funny? So I said maraschino, and it does smell like maraschino cherries, because I made quite a few drinks in the past. All right. But it also has a darkness to it. And I noticed on here you got a black violet.
Yes, yes, yes.
That maraschino does kind of give, I guess it would give you a boozy feel in that that's the typical cherry smell that you get in drinks nowadays, or certain drinks, whiskey especially. All right. But there's a darkness to this cherry, almost like a dark cherry, a dark feel to it.
Yes.
And I can't get past what's
that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
The black violet marry the fractionate patchouli. Okay. Fractionate patchouli is like Akigala wood, but it's another kind. The fractionate patchouli, for example, Akigala wood belongs to Givada, and fractionate patchouli belongs to, I believe, there's another kind of fractionate patchouli. There's a very different kinds of fractionate patchouli, but this one, I believe, to Robert.
Okay.
And this fractionate patchouli, what it does is extracting all this skanky, kind of like a hippie vibe, kind of like a really green and dark and mysterious patchouli that it has patchouli, that it comes from patchouli, okay? So they extract those kind of like a really dark but deep facets and make it more smoother. That's why it's so smooth.
Okay.
So it's no grassy, dirty, gothic patchouli. It's more like a smooth vibe, a very smooth vibe. Thanks to the black violet, it gives that kind of darkness, no dirtiness.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking at the Davana and the patchouli oil, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm expecting something green, because Davana and several things I know of provides like a greenness, a kind of deep, earthy feels at times.
Depends. Mostly when you actually add Davana with fruity, with any kind of fruit, it will amp it up, and then you put a little bit of rum or whiskey, it will amp it up the booziness part. So, it's like you infuse the fruit inside of a booze, it's like a whiskey, rum, or whatever, or tequila.
Okay.
So this, in this case, the black violet with the fractionate patchouli, that's what it does. It's like a very smooth, woody kind of middle part with a floral note, but it's not your typical white flowers or rose or lily of the valley or ylang ylang. This one is like a very toned down violet that is also present in many leather perfumes. So that's why that violet with the fractionate patchouli, it gives that elegant. This perfume to me is super elegant. More like being impressed by the cherry, and more impressed of the patchouli. That's why to me the main note in this perfume, besides the cherry, is the patchouli, the fractionate patchouli, that it gives you that elegance.
I'm gonna tell you this. What's impressing me right now, in a sense, it could be that too, but I'm getting from my nose and my experience on my skin that cherry is somehow tied into the sweetness of the styrax and the olibanum, right? And not exactly how that works. I don't know if it's a tonka bean connecting the two or whatnot, but it smells like a cherry leather, a cherry suede, almost a cherry cashmere.
It gives you that kind of vibe because it has the woodiness, okay?
Yeah.
But in the fractionate patchouli, you reduce to almost like a very fainted green woodiness, and all the darkness from the patchouli. So we're not talking about the patchouli that you will see on the Tonya Yomis, for example, or the Black Moonlight, and some other dark patchouli perfumes, In this one, it's very elegant because you are actually driving a Lamborghini. You're already sitting in a leather seat, and they try to recreate that kind of feeling, like you're very bold, you're mysterious at the same time, because you're driving something like a Lamborghini, in this case, that it gives you that impression of a confidence, because this perfume, it gives you confidence. Are you going to doubt it to wear this perfume to go on a date, for example?
Yeah, this is definitely, this is the one that you wear when you're on a date. This is the one that you want your date, be it female or male, however you roll. All right. You want them to, it smells like a good time but a serious time. All right. This is one that when you're being intentional, but yet you want to come across as something enjoyable to your date, playful even, that's what that cherry note doesn't hear. But the rest of the dry down from the styrax, the olibanum, the fractionate, all of that says masculine, manly. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But that fruity note is very endearing to me that it would be a connection point. It would be a talking point, more of an enjoyable part of the fragrance that the woman or male, whoever you're with, can enjoy as well.
For sure, for sure. That's why you got that impression as soon as you spray it. You're like, ooh, Raf. Oh, I know. It's like there's no one. Well, in Milano, people were like that as soon as they spray it. Okay, but in at Sense Fest, the takes were like 50-50. You
Right.
at Sense Fest, people were like, "Oh my God, this one, I want this one." But it was 50-50 because some people were like, no, I don't know. Kind of like, I get more I don't knows from Avanguardia at Zenfest than in Milano. And even
Mm.
on internet, this is the favorite one. Everybody wants this one. Okay. It's definitely the winner. It's a winner perfume for sure. Okay. For sure.
But
But
here's the thing: at Milano, I would understand why they would love this. This smells Italian. This smells like an Italian man dressed up to go out to eat with his date, with his wife, with his girlfriend or boyfriend, however you want to put it. But this smells of a man that's looking to have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
He's dressed up, maybe not a suit, but business casual, something to a point that says he's intentional on going out. He's not just suit jeans. He's not in jeans, shoes, and a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? This
mhm,
is he's looking to go out and have a good time. For all my 20 through 30 year olds, this could be decent. I wouldn't necessarily think that they would, but say 25 to 30, you know what I'm saying? This is your hookah lounge. You know what I'm saying? Something to stand out but still be masculine. Something to get the woman's attention to bring her in while still giving a masculine presence scent wise. You know what I'm saying? For all my 30 and up, this is what you wear on an anniversary. This is what you wear when you're going out with friends, but not outside, like indoors. This is a steak meal. You know what I'm saying? This is good. But the
yes,
thing about it is that it crosses both boundaries. You know what I'm saying? It keeps mask. It's shout out to Kevin Samuel for those who watch certain pieces of content of him. Right? It
mhm,
keeps a masculine frame, right,
mhm.
while still reaching out and having a feminine connection. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand. That's why in Milano, most of our influencers that we invite, they pick it up at Vanguardia.
Yeah.
Okay? And then very few, when they try Perseveranza or Fierezza, they say, oh, I should get it this one, I should get it that one. Why? Because not for everyone that leather is going to be appealing. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And it's kind of like limited in terms of, for example, I wear in summer here. I'm telling you, like it's like a scent trail in the hallway. It's like crazy. This I'm projecting this like crazy.
But
It's
with the heat, honestly, especially this one, with the heat, typically even with mine, a lot of people's pores open up in the heat, and so things like florals, fruits, and whatnot
Mhm.
will kick off skin. Now, I know a lot of people who typically have acidic nature in skin and whatnot, maybe because of what they eat and whatnot. If they were to wear something that was like, say, for instance, the Fiereza, right?
Mhm.
It would kick off skin because when your pores open for that, it would definitely push that suede feel and that marine note outward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it also depends too much over the pH of the skin because, like I said,
Yeah.
on my skin it gets so powdery. On my patient's skin it gets so leathery, and the difference is notorious, and it
Right.
lasts forever. And the experience that the outcome from Milano, the party. You said it right. We were in the atmosphere of celebration. We were like partying. We were drinking. So if it matches the place, that's why a lot of people were like this one, this one, this one. But at Zen Fest, it was a festival of smelling so many perfumes, and it was almost 55, 60 degrees.
Yeah.
People were appreciating more Fierezza and Perseveranza than Avanguardia. So that's the key of touching grass. When you touch grass, when you are out and about, when you actually go to Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom, Saks, Neiman's, and then you just don't say a word, but you standing at the counter and see how people reacted. From perfumes, you're gonna see another kind of world that you don't see when you're spending time only online. You know?
For sure.
Yes, because many people, if you go out, if you go to a brunch or a party or whatever, you're gonna deal with so many aromas, but mostly designer aromas, either Middle Eastern brands or Louis Vuitton, because that's what people wear, or
you ain't right.
or Blue Chanel, but that's about it. But in our world that we know about indie perfumery, we know about small niche brands or luxury brands in this case, like Xerjoff, Amouage, or Bodicea. Yeah, if you find another guy like you're gonna start comparing. Oh, look what I'm wearing. You're gonna see the difference. So so definitely, Avant-Garde is a winner. There's no doubt about it. It's gold. You need to, like experience testing. I recommend you to get a sample and wear it. Don't get just the first impression of because the first impression is a winner. There's no doubt about it. I love it. I like it. I love it so much. But to be honest, from the three, is not my favorite. It's not my favorite.
Avant-Garde is not.
No, it's not. It's a perfume that definitely for dating, definitely for I want to impress someone. It's
right
like that, like a driving a Lamborghini. You're driving a Lamborghini, you're gonna impress someone.
You definitely are.
Yeah. So it matches the experience, the face of experience to drive a Lamborghini for sure.
No, for sure. So so there you have it, y'all. Avant-Garde, all right. Your cherry patchouli oil with facets of leather in the base, very good. All right.
And remember, it's like a cherry maraschino. It's not your Tom Ford Lost Cherry, other cherries. Middle Eastern cherries.
And there is a hint of citrus, and I got that mandarin.
Yes,
I got that citrusy cherry opening because it gave it not a tart like a dark cherry or whatnot,
but more like a syrupy, right?
Yeah. But it gave it a twist to it, and I like that.
Yeah,
that opening, even though it only lasted for maybe about 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah, my favorite.
I could feel it.
My favorite cherry was this one.
Bodacious, yes, sir.
I always say that, but no,
that is dark cherry. That is dark cherry.
Yeah. But if you compare to this one, I prefer Avant-Garde because the fraction in patchouli is so attractive, so elegant, so inviting that you see, I can feel it. It's totally different. It's amazing. And the cherry, I can taste it in my mouth right now. It's more ashy, more like a hay, kind of like with a whiskey, kind of a what you call like a single malt with cherry.
Yeah. Yes.
Kind of like that.
Well, old fashioned. The cherry that they put in there.
Bodicious, huh?
Yes.
Avant-Garde is more bloom. It's like bloom in the cherry and more festivity.
A little brighter. Yeah. Definitely brighter. So it definitely is one that you would do for that. Yeah. But no, definitely. And shout out to Ali. He said we got him over here like a kid in a candy store, man. Ali is my guy.
Ali. How are you, Ali?
Man, this is good. But that's our second one, Avant-Garde. So the first one we tried was Fierezza. All right, Fierezza. All right.
Let me let me show you the bottles again, just to.
Okay. Yeah. Those bottles are beautiful, man.
So we started with Fierezza, okay, and then Avanguardia.
Raph, I need your discount, man. You know what I'm saying?
If you go to Xerjoff.com and you sign up for the newsletter, you will get a 10% discount for the
Get that.
first-time buyer. And
you know what? They're not gonna give it to me, Raph, because I already used it.
I'm giving you right now. I just told you.
I got to create another email address. That's what it is. Because I already used one. I bought one off the store. Oh, you're right.
I can hear that, but you can.
Hey, but we're gonna make sure that we patronize the actual brand, though.
Sure.
That's the most important part, man.
Okay, so here is the third chapter and the last one. This is when the ride comes to an end, and then you finish driving the Lamborghini, and it comes with the green. You know, I don't know if you know about colors. You know the meaning of colors. You know, blue, purple. For example, purple is related to royals. Blue is
Yes, I've heard
to audacity, and you know, audacity, avanguardia. In green, it's like when you are very thoughtful, peaceful. It's
peaceful.
Yeah. That's why the
kind of calming and whatnot.
That's why back in the day, most of the hospitals were painting in green. Do you know that? Most of the hospitals back in the day, they were painting in green. Because,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because the green, if you go and take a look of the meaning of the colors, you will see that the green gives you that peacefulness. It gives you calm and relaxation. It's like, for example, lavender. Lavender is a flower that it gives you peace and calmness. That's why the Bix comes with lavender. The chamomile, they mix it with lavender, because if you drink a chamomile tea, it will give you like calmness. If you are
calming, yes.
Petitgrain, lavender, it will give you that calmness. So it's associated to the green color, the calmness. Okay, and that's perseverance.
Okay.
So when the ride comes to an end, you finish driving the car and you have the feeling that, oh my God, what I just did, I just drove this car. I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna try to do it again over and over. So basically, in life, we need that. We need that perseverance to keep going. Don't stop. Renew yourself. Kind of like reinventing yourself. So in this case, we have a beautiful green hue color, like beautiful.
Look, that perseverance sounds very nice when it's referring to other goals, but I'm telling you right now, as far as me getting a Lamborghini, there is no perseverance in that department. It's the test drive for now.
As the perseverance thought that you're gonna reach in a certain point in your life a Lamborghini.
Sounds good.
Yeah, bro. Keep the dreams in your head and keep thinking about it. The higher that you push the bar, it's gonna be better for you, because you're gonna get there. If you don't get it, it's okay, because you're gonna achieve so many things. So I really want to know exactly that face. I want to know what your thoughts. I'm not gonna say anything.
Who like this? Who? No, and I'm asking, not to say it's not good. Who like this? Like, what type of people were coming in and saying that they wanted this? I'm dying to know what type of people. Because off top, this smells like something that maybe Jason and them would like. But I'm not even just sure on that. I'll put it like this. All right, let me go ahead and just talk about it. All right, y'all. Perseveranza is exactly as the box is colored. It is green. Okay. It is spicy, green, earthy feeling. Okay. This, Lord, it just screams outdoors. All right. This smells like, I don't, how many of y'all have cut grass? Or how many of y'all have gone outside to go cut grass? And before you get to it, you go through the, what would I call it? What up, Jay? What up, Jared? You go through the garden, man, and it kind of smells like when you pick up weeds in the garden. That's the type of green feel I get. But the thing about it is that it's not a bad thing. It's just a green thing. If you love earthy green feeling scents, you'll love this. For all my people that love the Hermes line, the Hermes 24 line, I think you'll absolutely love this. If
Why
you love smelling like, yeah,
Why you don't love it?
because I'm not a green guy.
Okay.
But when I smell this, though, the other thing that kind of throws me off in the beginning is also it's got to be how spicy it is in the beginning.
Yeah, super spicy.
Yeah, and see, that's I still don't like cologne. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely loathe. All right, what is it? Precious liquids, salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Loathe it. Okay.
But Calanda has nothing to. These two perfumes that you mentioned has nothing to do with this one.
No, it has nothing to do with it except for the fact that I don't like spicy openings. Period. I like spicy blended openings, but in this you get a spicy green note off top.
So you don't like Fougères?
I like the fougères that have that are more. This is a little too strong on the peppery, on the spiciness. All right.
Because of the opening, right?
Yes, and the thing about it is that it's. But here's the thing. All right, let me say this. All right. No, I this would not be for me at this stage of my journey, but I have opened up to more and more greens. All right. I bought some green fragrances that a year ago. There's no way in hell I would have worn them, Raf. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So a lot of it has to do with getting used to the notes, right? But like the way that they blended the vetiver. Okay, let's just go over the notes, right? And the top you get ginger, cedrat, pimento berry. All right. Now you hear pimento berry and you're thinking, oh, there's got to be a fruit. It's not what you're thinking. All right. For those, answer me this, Raf. I don't know exactly what a pimento berry is, but I've seen berries that are not sweet and fruity, but they're green buds that have juice. And if you were to crack them open, which I have done in times, it gives you a very green, earthy smell. Is that what this pimento berry is doing? Or is this supposed to be providing something?
I don't know if your dad used to wear allspice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, allspice has pimento. They call it pimento berry, but it's pimento. So many of the barbershop perfumes has pimento berry. That's what it is. It's an aftershave kind of note.
There we go. Aftershave. Yes. All right.
Okay? So that's why. But the thing, like, because it has that cedrat is like a bitter lemony. So it's very lemony. And that's why the opening is kind of like to me, thank God they put the ginger, because otherwise people like, for example, who are not into this kind of perfumery, green perfumery, won't appreciate it. The ginger gives that spiciness and juiciness combined with the cedrat, which is the lemony kind of vibe. And the pimento berry will give you that kind of like a allspice, aftershave kind of vibe. That's what it is. But the cinnamon.
Show you what fragrance this opens up like, and the reason why I do not care for it. This was one of the biggest blind buy mistakes I ever made. Now I've worn it a few times. It's not bad because I've grown open to it. But yeah, it opens up like this fragrance right here.
Yeah. Not only that, I'm gonna give you another one that because I also watched this video from this influencer on YouTube that he despised this perfume, this Perseveranza. He despised it, and he described it so wrongly, not because he can perceive whatever he wants it. It's because the information that he projected, it was completely off, completely off. Because he's not reading, he's just reading the notes, but he never mentioned that this perfume has lavender, but it's no register there. It's not on the notes, but it has lavender. And this influencer that he's supposed to know better, he never mentioned the lavender. So this Fiero is super related to Perseveranza. But no, they're not the same, because this is more spicier.
Yeah.
But you're right. A Scandal, for example, is another. A Scandal, it doesn't come in a green bottle. It comes in a blue, in a kind of like a lilac purple bottle.
Right.
Because it's a
and this is a what? This is a what? This is a Fougère, right?
Fougère, yes, a Fougère. Like a Bois de Portugal is another one related.
Yes.
Why? Because this perfume, in my opinion, if you go to our website, it doesn't say it's a Fougère perfume.
Right.
It doesn't say it. It says like it's a woody spicy.
Exactly.
Okay? But trust me, it has a little bit of lavender. It has a little bit of cinnamon. It has tonka. It has everything that a Fougère has. You see what I mean? Lavender, utmost, and coumarin. And what is coumarin? Tonka.
Yeah.
So when I watched this video of this influencer, I said to myself, but why you don't mention that it's a Fougère? Probably because you don't like Fougère. Basically,
it's definitely Fougère.
All the generation, the new generation right now, they despise kind of like Fougère. They call it like, that's a grandpa perfume. And believe it or not, this is a winner in the women's likes. They love this perfume so much. So much. You have no idea, James.
Man.
How many women they love this perfume?
Rav, I don't doubt that they do, but I would have to get a psychiatric exam on these women, because to wear this, I would think that they have daddy issues, because this smells like someone's daddy. Okay,
I'm gonna give you the answer based on my studies, because I study psychology.
Yeah,
they grew up smelling their dads, their grandfathers,
daddy issues,
the father figure.
Yeah,
so when their men smell like this. There were like about 4 couples at St. Fest, and the said, I love this one. And the guy said, how can you love that one? I love it. I love it on you. I want you to wear this. Like, I was like this. Like, I love this thing that I'm watching right now. Why? Because sometimes you don't know your woman until you figure it out by aromas that you can project something that it will pop up the memories into her. And the perfume can produce that. And many people, especially the new generation of influencers, they despise this kind of perfume, but they don't know how many women they grew up smelling our Fougères from the 70s, because I wore Fougère in the 70s. Okay, Brut was one.
Oh,
when
God.
I was a little kid playing with my perfumes, that. And then in the 80s, Dracar Noir and many others, like Polo Green, like many others. So to me, this is a Fougère perfume. It has Fougère cannabis, definitely has a Fougère structure. But it also has something that, who's that?
Jared. He says,
hey, that's a good.
Yeah.
This one also has, I forgot. This is our first, that's something that the influencer on YouTube didn't say it. This is our first vetiver perfume. Like a in front, on your face. The vetiver is so calm and relaxed and smooth. That's what it gives me, that smoothness. I wear this at the gym. So don't call me crazy, because you just say, I need a psychiatric evaluation. Yes.
Don't call me crazy. I'm not crazy. I'll tell you. I got you. Raf.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, let it dry down. If you don't like it, let it dry down because
Wait. I have to say that now. The one thing I was gonna say is, bro, it's already the spiciness has already died, not necessarily out, but definitely died down. And I am getting a vetiver. All right, I am getting a little clover bud because it's giving a little twist in there. Is there something? Is there something that may be giving it like a smoky quality in here as well?
yeah, because it has labdanum.
Oh, it does have labdanum. Okay.
Labdanum.
Yeah, I'm reading off of the website,
Yeah.
so it doesn't have that on there. So,
like I said to you, like unfortunately, we want to party. Sergio wants to party. The Lamborghini team wants to party. They don't talk about any notes. They don't talk about anything. So I'm the only one from the brand that I'm telling you kind of like a master class.
Yeah.
Besides what you read it on the notes. What you read it on the notes is just because we have to put it, we have to market it, we have to present it in different markets around the world. But I'm telling you exactly what it has and what you can miss if you don't let it dry down, or you just base your review or take just from the opening. For example, here I have that Christian Dior has la colección privée, right?
Yeah, of course.
I got a very famous one from the whole La Collection Privée. When I started in 2015, I used to have a vetiver, and I sold it because I sold it for pretty penny because of the discontinued one. And then I acquired 50 ml of this. This is one of the most beautiful vetivers in history.
What's the name of it?
La Collection Privée Christian Dior vetiver.
Oh, it's called vetiver.
Vetiver.
Oh, okay, nice.
Just go and Google it. Go to Fragrantica. One of the most beautiful vetivers that you can acquire.
How long has this been discontinued? Because I've been smelling the Privé collection for a couple of years now, like 2 or 3 years. I never saw that in there. That must have been
no. If I show you my minis,
that probably was before Fève Délicieuse, huh?
It was at that time. At that time when
it was when it first. Okay, because it's been discontinued for about 4 years now. Like
this is more like they discontinued, I believe, between 2017 and 19 because they discontinued around the 17, 18. But then you can still buy it at the Christian Dior boutique in France. So, for example, I have like Oud Ispahan, for example.
Oh yeah, now that was pretty. It was okay. I enjoyed it, but not enough to get a ball.
Very delicious.
Hey,
leather wood. Leather wood was like when I smell leather wood, I said like, damn. But now when I smell leather wood, I say, wow, how can I miss this perfume? Yeah, Fève. It's like,
and of course, this one right here. This is probably my favorite, man. This was my funeral scent for 2 years. When I was losing people.
Ambre Nuit, you see?
Yeah, man. Hey, what do you think? Real quick, I know it's off topic, but what do you think of what's the one? It's the Chypre version. It's the one that they have. It's like a Chypre. Oh wait, no, here it is. Bois d'Argent.
Bois d'Argent.
I like that.
Yeah, it's too woody and it's very airy on my skin.
It is soft.
Look at the color of this Fève. I regret so much when I sold half of my collection. I sold it in 2018. I said, damn, it's because it started getting discontinued. I said, I'm gonna make some bucks. I'm not gonna run out with this. And I start selling it and then when I was in Dubai in 2023, I had the opportunity to buy at least 2 or 3 Fève, and I didn't buy it.
I had to buy mine. I bought that one bottle for about $150, and I rationed out my sprays.
But Fève is, you know what is Fève means, right?
Not exactly.
It's Tonka.
Oh, that's what it is?
It's Tonka, yeah. It is Tonka. Fève is Tonka because it's Fève Tonka. But the Fève is Tonka. It's bean. In
okay.
Yeah. Tonka beans. So,
yeah.
tonka beans is Fev.
Okay, nice, nice. I have to. I remember that. See what
So,
I mean? Look, the almanac, aka the encyclopedia, coming
so
through.
I love this vetiver, this Christian Dior vetiver. I'm gonna next time when I see you, I'm gonna bring this decant because this is
Please
this is it's like I don't know, you call it
go
like
ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead and share 3 or 4 meals with your
I,
friend.
I can, yeah, I can do that. I can, but I'm gonna do it in front of you because I don't want to tip it and then it gets leaked. I
No, I
want,
got you.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I want to smell it because
But let's get back to real quick. Let's get back to perseveranza. All right.
perseveranza,
Yeah.
perseveranza. So
Yes.
perseveranza,
Perseverance. Yeah.
perseverance. So
If you get this on skin, persevere through the first 10 minutes. Okay. That's what I had to do. That's what I just had to do. I had to show some perseverance through the first 10 minutes of that of what was coming off of my skin, a strong, spicy feel or whatnot, right? Now that it has died down, this literally, and see, this is where I like this better than this skin. When I wore this, Raph, guess how long I had to wait for the spiciness to go down on Skendo?
really, I never read
Guess.
that.
No, I'm saying guess how long it stayed on my skin.
Oh, it stays on your skin.
Yeah, the spiciness on Scandal stayed on my skin for guess how long? How many hours?
Probably, yeah, like easily 8 hours.
Well, no. It died down after about 4.
Oh, really?
It died down after about 4 or 5. Seriously.
For me, it lasts forever, especially this, the Parfum Cologne.
Yeah.
Because if you smell the other one,
yeah.
if you smell the Parfum, like Elysium has a Parfum, it's kind
It's
of
been a long time.
yeah. That's I like both, but for some reason this one is more aromatic than the Parfum.
And that's why I got this because I smelt it on somebody else and it smelled phenomenal. Thing is, they didn't tell me that they had it on all day, right? So when I bought it, I'm like, this is what I wanted to smell like. Well, hell, I didn't know it would take me 5 hours to get to that point because the whole time I was at work, I just kept smelling spice. I just kept smelling peppery. I was like, what the hell did I do to myself this morning?
Take a look. I'm not sure, but maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it has pimento.
Pimento berry. And then that's why I was saying I've seen them before. It looks like a berry, but it's like a ball when you cut it open. It's like strong green.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them in the backyard of a couple of people. My grandmother grows stuff and whatnot. Dude, I remember those things, and they were nothing fruity. Nothing fruity. So yeah, that and like Jared Miller said earlier, man, it looks like a berry, but it is not. It is a ball of green.
It's a way to call it that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a berry per se. It's just like a little bud.
What up, Safe? What's going on, y'all? I appreciate y'all for coming in. Mundo, Dutch coming back in and whatnot. Ali, man, yeah. Hey, Raph knows how to tell a story, man. He is the cat in the hat of the fragrance community, boy. He has a story for everything and a historical story on top of that. So if you're looking for some facts or something behind the nature of a brand, a fragrance or whatnot, Raph is 99 out of 100 times your guy to talk to, man. This guy is very, very insightful, very informed, man.
Thank you for your kind of words. Like I'm telling you, Perseveranza, the dry down to me,
It's good, man.
Perseverance is the most artistic one from the three. I understand, like that how they put it together, like the spiciness and the woody undertones and the floral kind of marine aquatic aspect in Fierezza, which is my second favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely the one that is gonna break all the rules is gonna be Avanguardia.
Yeah.
But my kind of style is definitely Perseveranza. And
I get it.
And I saw, you have no idea. When I watched this video on YouTube that he despised Perseveranza, He even said like, "Oh my God, yeah, maybe it's your temp, but for me it's a tree. That's okay." But when you describe the perfume, you need to describe exactly what it is, not just jump it all over like I despise. Because I received tons of comments about Perseveranza, how they love from the tree Perseveranza, even though that the one that is going to be a win-win right away, not only from the opening, also when you wear it, is definitely a vanguardia. But women were like completely in love with Perseveranza, and it's the most aromatic one. Just take a look. It has cloves, it has vetiver, it has a ginger, it has spiciness, it has lavender. We're talking about patchouli. So, like, it's a clash, ladanu. So it's a clash of beautiful aromatic ingredients. To me, a vanguardia is more like a oriental, kind of like a very balsamic kind of vibe. If you just blindly, you let someone who loves Bodicea, the perfume, the Bodicea Victorious, for example, they will tell you this smells like a Bodicea. This smells like another Arabic, kind of like amouage, kind of like that.
Yeah. Okay, I can see where it leans in that direction.
Because
the thing about
balsamic, this one is more balsamic than the tree.
Oh, you mean like that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Oriental, balsamic, because they love to use balsamics. That's what I meant.
Okay.
But, and to be honest, this is the most balsamic from the whole portfolio. We're talking about the Oud collection and the K collection, the Chemis, that is the most balsamic and oriental. But to me, this is super oriental. Woody, oriental, fruity leather. But Perseveranza is the fougere that everybody who loves the green, kind of piney, because it's also kind of piney, coniferous. It has that lavender that is kind of green lavender.
Yeah.
This is
definitely. No, but this is the thing about this is that it's green from beginning to end. It's spicy in the beginning, but then it even calms down into something that leans more green, like almost designerish, but definitely on the niche level. When I say designerish, I mean really and truly, I say designerish because I'm thinking like from my more recent experiences with heavily green and vetiver used fragrances, it's been from the Hermes line. You know what I'm saying? It's been my more recent experience with designers, right?
Yeah, talk about Dior, there's another Dior.
Or Dior, yes.
Yeah, for example, these two Diors, the Eau Sauvage,
yes.
the only Sauvage. But to be honest, these two are completely different because this has myrrh.
Oh, that has myrrh in it? Okay.
This one has myrrh. The current one doesn't have myrrh. So when you smell these two, they're like it has the backbone, but without myrrh, and it's more lemony. This one is more related to Perseveranza.
Yes.
And I wish that I can actually, add a little bit of myrrh in Perseveranza. It will be kind of like the cherry on top, but the cherry on top has to be here, right?
But you gotta like and enjoy fougere style fragrances to really understand Perseveranza. All right. Because the truth of the matter is Perseveranza, really and truly, the reason why I call it Perseveranza, or why I think it's named Perseveranza, is because it's for the man who has persevered through life. Okay. It's for the older style gentleman. Okay. It is for the guy that wears lightweight blazers in the spring and in the fall. All right. It's for the guy that doesn't need an occasion to dress business casual, doesn't even need to be working. Okay. This is for the guy. I mean, when I smell this, I think of, hey, you like this, right? Hey, remember the guy that used to be like, I forget the commercial, but he was like, "Stay thirsty, my friends." That's who I.
Yeah, I met the guy. Yeah, Dos Equis.
Yeah, the Dos Equis guy.
Yeah.
I would imagine him wearing something like this. You know what I'm saying? This is for a person, a guy or female, depending on what their taste is, who has persevered through life. I'm gonna be honest with you, because this is an older natured, older style fragrance.
I like that. I like that catchy phrase that you just did it. You just said it.
What
Yeah.
up, Erica?
Yeah, perseverance in life. Like something that is oh, she's there. Okay,
Yeah, man, she popped in. What's good? What's good?
she was on an event tonight.
Oh, for
They're
real?
having an event in Miami, bro. Miami. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna make my way out there, man. I'm gonna have to make my way out there and say what's up to y'all, man.
They have
Right.
events all the time because Miami is becoming the very first spot in terms of perfume events. I'm telling you, little by little, we start growing and seeing more and more perfume events. Yeah, Miami.
Okay, all right. Look, I'm gonna be out there right now. Next week I'm gonna be in Arizona, so I gotta go say what's up to my guy Mike from Day 3, and I'm supposed to go kick it with Kev, Smell Goods, on Thursday, I believe. So yeah, man. But I am definitely trying to make it out there. Ali say he's gonna be in Miami on July 20th. What's going on July 20th? You know?
Oh, at least coming down. That's good. So yeah, reach out to me. I can see you if you're coming up to Fort Lauderdale from Miami. We can meet up and I can provide you the samples of the Lamborghini for you to try.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that would
say
be
coming
awesome.
up. He's coming from Philly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's coming from Philly. Ali's out there in Philadelphia. So yeah.
Philadelphia. Nice. Yeah, that's near guy over there with perfumology, right?
Yes, exactly.
That's my dear.
Exactly.
Well, perseverance is like that, like you just say clearly, and there's not enough say, right? Enough say. It's like a persevering in life, someone who's kind of like wants to keep going, never stop.
Yes.
You want to develop yourself into more and more in your life, produce and achieve more goals, and that's the calmness when you actually finish driving the Lamborghini, and it matches perfectly for the last phase of this. And to be honest, this is just the beginning because there are more to come. I'm not saying about Lamborghini, I'm saying about many
I
other.
can't wait, man, to be honest with you.
The future is so golden, you have no idea what's coming at the end of the year, what's coming next year. Oh, you guys gonna be like,
I'm excited.
well,
I'm excited, man. I'm trying to get all my chochas together, you know what I'm saying, so I can make sure I'm at all of them, man.
keep in mind that this year we're celebrating 20 years of the brand, so it's a 20th anniversary. We're gonna celebrate in Cannes. We're gonna celebrate the release and the presentation of the Lamborghini collection in Pebble Beach next month, and then Cannes at the end of September for the 20th anniversary. So Sergio Momo, of course, he's gonna introduce what is coming for that event. You will be surprised when you're gonna start seeing the pictures if you cannot come to Cannes, but you will see what he's gonna present it, because if you got, I don't know if you got impressed with this collection, but many people around the world are like super impressed. They're actually buying blind this collection.
I'll be honest with you, but I'm a Xerjoff stan, according to Jason and them, I already put my first bid down on a house on a bungalow out there in Shieldville, you know what I'm saying? So, when it comes to Xerjoff, I'm not surprised, but I am surprised about Perseveranza. Yeah. I'm surprised at that because once it died down, this really is a good fragrance. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Is it one that I'm going to be looking to purchase? Not necessarily. I'm still in the ballpark of figuring whether or not I'm going to purchase Fioressa or Avaguardia, right? But Perseveranza is still good enough to purchase. I gotta get into it because right now, when I sprayed it on skin, even though it was only about 10 to 15 minutes, that opening, as you can see on my face, it caught me off guard because of my recent experiences with certain other fragrances that start off like it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little PTSD. You know what I'm saying? But now that it's on skin, I really am enjoying it. This dry, green, earthy, softly spiced, natured fragrance. And the key to this thing too is that makes it different for me though, Ref, is that it's dry. It's incredibly dry. When I said it reminds me of being out in the garden and picking up weeds, all right, because anybody who's been in a garden, it's not that it smells like weeds, it smells like grass, it smells like florals, but it doesn't smell like your regular flowers, your perfumed flowers. It smells like fresh grass, stalks, you know what I'm saying? It just smells outdoors. It smells of outdoors, which is a great thing, like I said, but it has to be your thing.
Yeah, I agree with you on the dry down. It's a little bit dry, but to be honest, in the opening it's very bright and juicy and kind of vibrant because the citrusy between the ginger, the cedrat, the elemi, all these clash in a kind of like juicy lemony vibe in the opening. And then when it started going away with the pimento, it dries down the woodiness, the fougere kind of vibe, and getting dry. Yes, I totally agree with you.
I definitely got some of the brightness on the down, but I couldn't see past. Like, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't see past the peppery opening, the spicy opening. I couldn't see past that. I couldn't smell past it, so it threw me off. I definitely have to come back to it on skin to get a couple of more experiences with it, especially to get the opening that you speak of, because like I said, I don't do spicy openings like this usually, so it definitely takes some getting used to. It definitely will take some getting used to on my behalf.
Yeah, like that kind of spiciness when it gets into your skin, it suits the skin. Thanks to the lavender, thanks to the elemi, thanks to the vetiver,
Right.
like they're super related to barber shops, aftershaves.
Yes.
Like I said, that pimento is kind of like aftershave note. It's very, very peculiar and predominant note when it's an aftershave. So if you are used to those kind of perfumes, definitely you're gonna find out. It's surprisingly to see women love this. Like I said to you, I witnessed, I saw it, and it's like it's definitely related, and it makes sense when you actually associate their childhood, grandfathers, uncles, their parents wearing this. Their fathers wearing this. So it makes sense if you put it that way. But yeah,
Definitely.
for me, it's the most aromatic from the three, the most artistic, in my opinion, because it combines so many facets, as well as Fierezza. For example, Fierezza on the skin is very elegant. The suede leather is kind of like very like touching like that, and you feel the leather very.
Yeah, and there's a subtle sweetness in it right now
It
too.
is. Yeah, it is.
I really like that. That's why I say Fierezza is definitely one that I will be getting.
Yeah, because Fierezza, remember, it has that mirror that I told you, like the melting mirror. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and it's very ambery, as well as, believe it or not, Avant-Garde is also ambery. So the first two are very ambery.
Yes.
Okay. But Fierezza combine those kind of contrasts, musky, ambery, the mirror melting with a little sweetness, even though and Perseveranza, it also has a little bit of sweetness, but not as much as, for example, the syrupy vibe of Vanguardia. That's definitely syrupy, more sweeter than the other two, for sure. But Perseveranza has a little bit of sweetness, yeah, like a linger like this.
And it may be my skin. Like I said,
yeah,
it may be my skin chemistry. Like I said, we talked about earlier when you said that powdery stuff, basic natured fragrance notes and whatnot come off on your skin a lot better. Well, my skin is one when I get hit with citrus, green, vetivers especially. They open up.
Yeah,
they open up, and it becomes the main note. And that's why I say right now I can't get past that vetiver. I can't get past the green.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Remember, you need tonka for fougères. You know,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
example, in Naxos, we always talk about and discuss that Naxos is a gourmand, but with a fougère vibe. And there's a lavender. There's a coumarin in the tonka over there. So
Okay.
so you that backbone of the fougère, what is a fougère perfume, the
Mhm.
tonka is there. So in this case, there's tonka here in
Okay.
Perseverance. So it's not as syrupy as Avanguardia, but it's there. It's a very fainting kind of like sweetness in between.
And it probably could come up on the dry down. It could come up further on the dry down.
For example, Sarah owns all three, and she loves this one on top of any of these three.
Yeah, she talked about that earlier.
Yeah, she found out that is sweeter on her skin.
Mm.
So
Well, she is a sweet girl, sweet lady. You know, but yeah, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit to get it on mine though. But hey, but it is definitely interesting. I think it's good. Like I said, it being not something that's necessarily something that's a go-to for me doesn't mean it's bad. It's just I am still getting into fougères.
Mhm.
And this, by all accounts, is a fougère. I bought this almost 2 years ago. Not really much of a dent. Okay. So my point being, I 2 years and that's all I've worn should tell you my experience with fougères is very limited. So it's gonna take a while getting used to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now getting into leathers, and I mean, I've been doing it for a year now, and I'm just now getting really comfortable with them.
Yeah.
So fougères is a whole nother ball game for me.
Keep in mind, back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, the perfume industry doesn't put out so many perfumes as now. Okay, so basically, perfumes were released for 4th of July, Christmas, for seasoning like a spring or summer, kind of like campaigns. So back in the day, you were waiting for those kind of moments when they put out a perfume. Nowadays, we're talking about like how many a year? Like I believe 6,000-7,000 per year, because we added up the Middle Eastern now. So yeah, back in the day, most of the perfumes that were released were very few, were fougères,
Right.
because they're super related to men. So yeah, that's and when the woman's side is more like the Lily of the Valley, the Ilan Ilan, the Jasmines.
Yep.
Those were the perfumes. So yeah, if you go back, most of the perfumes back in the past, if you call it vintage, fougères.
No, for sure. So yeah, so I look forward to getting a better feel with this. Maybe a few more wears before I can give my honest, in-depth experience with it. You know, it's definitely good. It's definitely a niche version of some of the Hermeses that I've enjoyed over the past couple of years. Very niche, very niche. You know, so definitely want to get your nose on it. All right. But the first two, I'm pretty much sold.
Which is your favorite? Like to finalize and summarize everything, like without a doubt, pick one or two. Well, but your ranking. What's your ranking?
Well, I picked two. All right. But if I had to rank them, my 1A would be Fierezza.
Fierezza. Nice.
Right now, this is a suede style fragrance that I haven't smelt anything like it necessarily.
Yeah, it's elegant too. It's very elegant. It's like when you open a Lambo. When you open a Lambo, it gives you that kind of freshness when it's a brand new Lambo.
But that avant-garde is so good.
Yeah, but it's kind of like for occasion, you know. It's like a very dedicated to an occasion, and mostly is when you go out, when you celebrate, when you want to impress, when you want to like people to ask you like what you wearing. those kind of scenarios is when you really need a vanguardia. And there's a winner, because you're gonna be a winner for sure. You're driving a Lambo. That's kind of like the expression of this perfume. Yeah, it gives you the boldness that you're so confident that you're gonna get everything you wanted when you wear that. So yeah, it matches perfectly. And perseverance at the last phase, when you finish and you just feel calm, relaxed, nothing is bothering you. You just want to have the perseverance to keep going,
Yeah.
and rebuild yourself or reinvent it yourself. Yeah.
No, for sure, for sure. But I'm gonna tell you, yeah, that's my 1, 2, and 3. But the first 2 will definitely be purchased. All right.
Yeah.
But and I'm gonna work on the third one, man. I don't know. Right now it's looking good, but it's not looking great. You know what I mean?
All right.
I gotta work into it. But Raph, knowing some of the previous fragrances that you have spoken so highly of, I understand why Perseverance is definitely one of your favorite. I definitely understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And normally for a lot of guys my age, typically older, they would love Perseverance. I don't know why I'm.
That's great. That's great. Perseverance.
Yes.
You will come up. I love Fierezza. Fierezza and Perseverance are my 2. I love all of them, of course, but to me, the more that I'm gonna wear it, probably will be kind of like a 50-50 between Fierezza and Perseverance.
Okay. And I get that. And for me, it's Perseverance. No, I'm sorry. Fierezza and Avanguardia. But I get it, man. But hey, either way, any of these, you can't go wrong. But I still say, get your nose on it, because these are niche. They are particular, and they are made so that they react with your skin in a certain way. Like, don't take it from me. If you've seen some of my content and you like some of the things that I love, I would understand feeling why you could blind buy it. Okay. But I always encourage people, go. Are the samples on sale on the website?
Yes, samples are available on the website.
Yes.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. That's all I can say. Samples are available on the website, but stay tuned.
I'm staying in contact. Okay, forget the tune.
Because there's so many things coming. Like people are saying, like, we're releasing perfumes like every week. That's kind of like ridiculous, because they don't even.
Very ridiculous.
Yeah. Give me 5 minutes, and less than 5 minutes. I need to go to take a look at my patient really quick, and then I'll be back. Well, you wanna end it up?
Yeah. We'll when you get back, we'll close out talking about Oud and Overdose. So
Okay.
Go ahead. All right, y'all. Let me just say this, man. Let me just say this. All right. Waiting for him to get back. All right. Look, these 3 fragrances are very good. All right. Man, I found 2 that were for me and 1 that could be, but I see why there's hype around them. Okay. This is something that I have not known Xerjoff to do necessarily in crafting a fragrance. But honestly, you got to get your nose on it, man. Got to get your nose on it. Automobili Lamborghini, man. What do you say? What do you say about this? What up, Rafal? What's good, baby? What is good, man? Son of the day is PDM Layton. Nice. Jason, you said Oud and Overdose is fire. I'm about to check it out, man. I am about to check it out. Here we go. There we go. You back?
Yes.
All right. All right. Let's go ahead, man, and close out, man, because we've had 3 really good experiences right there. All right. But we're going to go ahead and get to Oud and Overdose, man. Now, yes, Jason Vertra has been telling me about this one, because at the time, I think, Jason, maybe you can put it in the chat. at the time, had you smelled Uden Overdose when I was raving about Uden? I forget.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Oh, you asking Jason about it,
Yeah,
right?
I'm asking Jason because when we first started off, I was raving about Uden, but and he had asked, I think some people or he had asked about Uden Overdose, and I was like, dude, I've never smelt it, and yet I love Uden. Oh, okay, yeah, he was the one. Okay, so yeah, so man, we're gonna try this. All right, now Uden is my favorite. It's one of my top 5 fragrances out of the house of Xerjoff. All right, I love that citrus bright coffee blend. All right. That thing in the heat it carries so well. I'm talking about it. It flows. It gives off a sillage like Pepe Le Pew. I can almost see it in the air if you spray enough. All right.
Mm.
But people have said overdose is better, including Dutch.
Me too.
Y'all feel it's better?
Yeah.
Man.
And it's 50-50 because some people say like, no, I prefer Uden. And I used to have Uden from when it used to be the square bottles.
Uh-huh.
And I sold it because I prefer Uden Overdose. I have like 2 bottles of Uden Overdose.
Okay, so here's what we got. All right. All right. You prefer Uden Overdose.
Yep.
And Dutch does too. Tell me, why do you prefer Uden Overdose?
On top
Over-
of the,
over the
well, it's very simple. It's the ginger
Yeah.
and the bergamot. Like it's there. It's like it's not lemony bergamot. It's more like a grapefruit bergamot,
Yes.
like a grapefruit, like a bergamot orange.
Uh-huh.
So that's kind of like why I love it. The coffee is not prominent. It
Yeah.
has more like a tobacco flower. And it's musky and ambery, but more musky than amber. So it's like perfect combination. It's easy to grab, no slouch. Like you're gonna for office, gym, for gatherings. It's like you're not gonna offend anyone. You're not overthinking about it. Like, oh my God, should I wear this? Should I wear that? No, you're gonna smell clean, musky, a little bit spicy. And remember, you need the spice in your life, like the Spice Girl, right?
Yeah. And you know what? And I get it because if you are looking for something like you said, clean, musky, and then of course you got the floral, the tobacco floral. I get it. I get it. And you know what? I see why the ladies would be more endeared to it. And
Yes,
I get why you and Jason would like it more.
yes.
But I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not choosing it over Uden
No,
because I love that. No, I know. But I love that booziness. I love the creaminess. I love the citrus and coffee blend in the midst of it.
yeah,
Uden for me, because of the profiles that I started off in my fragrance journey enjoying, it just hits so many of those accords within it. The rum, of course, the citrus bergamot and grapefruit, right?
well,
You've
remember,
got the coffee and you've got some sweetness, and it does so much more for me and I understand why the other does so much more for y'all.
it has the DNA of the Uden, huh? Don't get it.
Definitely, it has it. It's just a softer,
It's
more
just-
aromatic,
yes,
lighter, floral dominant, or floral feeling DNA to it, or floral feeling change to it, I guess.
I have Uden here. Let me spray it because it's been a while.
Uden is definitely heavier. It's darker.
You see, it's for me, it's more brighter. For me, I find more depth on Uden Overdose than Uden.
Yeah.
I understand why you like it because it's kind of boozy in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like combines with like the coffee is not prominent, but it's like more like a dustiness of the coffee. Okay, it
Yeah.
combines that kind of like those 2 facets.
Mm-hmm.
But what I like once again from Uden Overdose is kind of like that bergamot is not bergamot completely. It's kind of like
Right.
a bergamot orange, kind of
It's
aka,
definitely grapefruit. It definitely gives that same feeling that Killian, the
yes,
Killian, what you call it? Yes, yeah.
it has also like lemon-cité kind of vibe, like grapefruit ginger kind of vibe. So
But
the
that's what you can get because you have the tobacco flower.
yes, it is tobacco flower. It's not a tobacco leaf. It's not a
Yes.
tobacco like a dash pipe tobacco. No, it's not. So, but I understand why you love Uden more because of the rum and the coffee. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's not coffee like a coffee break collection. No,
Yes.
whatsoever.
And
You know?
the fragrance overall is a little heavier. You know what I'm saying?
What?
But because
Uden?
Uden, Uden is. Yeah.
Yeah, in a way, I understand why you're saying that because it's
Yeah.
like it has more components that it makes you feel like it's heavier.
And
Uden
so
overdose is no lighter, but I find it more depth. I find it more depth, even though that is more lighter in terms of a notes, and it's more airy than compared to Uden.
let me see real quick.
But it's vibrant. It's like it's definitely for any kind of situation, any season even. It's more for any season. I wear Uden overdose here in Florida, and like good reactions.
Oh no, it's still a beautiful fragrance. It's still one that I could easily see having and it not be redundant. You know, that was my biggest fear that there was going to be that the DNA was going to be so prevalent that it wasn't going to make sense to have both. But no, these are honestly these are. If you were to ask me, these are two different fragrances.
Yes, that's exactly why. And also, I forgot. When we use the word overdose, it's because we added up another molecule. That's why we have the Uden overdose and we have a Chent overdose. Both possess the same molecule that is super appealing to the people. That's why it's more appealing Uden overdose. That's why Achento overdose is more appealing than Achento. You
Okay.
see what I'm saying? So that's the beauty of and the creativity and it's definitely a master, in his prime because it's like he doesn't like Sergio Momo doesn't like to put a flanker. He calls it a chapter, and it is a chapter. It's just a continuation or a success, but no the same thing. And we're just gonna tweak here and there. No. To be honest, for example, both of them, Achento overdose and Uden overdose, shouldn't be called another. We shouldn't name
Should have another name.
another name,
Yeah.
But, I don't know which perfume. And for example, Savage Elixir shouldn't be Savage.
Yeah, because this not. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that didn't make sense to me. Yeah, I'm with you.
Probably this new one that is coming soon, at the end of this month, it will be probably another one. But since it's Francis Kurkdjian, I don't know if it's gonna be like the same situation with the other one. But
Yeah.
we'll see. I still have my high hopes for that because I love from the Savage. The only Savage that I have is Elixir. And I love it because it has that kind of vibe of Dracar Noir from the past, and it has that licorice from the past. Back in the day, they used a lot of licorice
Yes.
instead of these fougères. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, we're gonna see. I honestly, I have to wear overdose. This is my first encounter with it, my first experience on skin. Definitely this would be my go-to in outdoors. Say for instance, a day party outside or whatnot. This is definitely one that I would spray. Definitely going to carry well in the air. Definitely aromatic. That tobacco flower is part of what I'm getting heavily. You know what I'm saying, and going from there. But man, I'm aware of this.
It's been a while since I smell Uden. Huh? Wow, probably since last year. I believe we talk about it, right? We talk about it in one of the live streams.
No, but I did a video over it because I wore it and did a short.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know, but probably more than that.
Maybe we might have touched base on it. You know what I'm saying?
Probably because we were answering questions from people in the chat, so probably maybe we did it. I don't know, but yeah, I love Uber overdose.
Yeah, and I absolutely love Udon, but you know what? I really, really like Udon overdose.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this, James. That's the beauty of this. Not everyone can be the same. We are not the only people in the world. There's many people who love Udon, and there's many people who love Udon overdose. There's many people in the whole entire world that they love herba pura, and many people in the community despise herba pura. It is what it is, like many people don't believe that amouage is easy to wear, but amouage is the number one. So it's like, like it is what it is, like many people don't believe this and that and this and that. They don't work, but around the world it works. So we are very popular around the world, not as we wish here in America, but we are popular. But around the world, especially in Europe, in Middle East and Asia, they're extremely popular. Xerjoff is extremely popular. And yeah, that's the beauty of this. Many people complain about like, oh, they're releasing so many perfumes. We just released these 3 because it's a collaboration. Basically, it's one, but it's 3 perfumes. And then we just released this year Tempio de Aqua and Give You, and that's about it. So far we call it 5, but yeah, this is Tempio de Aqua and Give You. And
are you including the rosé?
The rosés last year.
It was last year. I forgot.
You see what I mean? The problem is like, since the distributor start distributing the perfumes like 6 months behind, you people who actually in this community, especially on YouTube, they believe, or Facebook, they believe, oh, they release so many, but no, it's because the year is different when they release it. But when we release, it's only, like a certain portion.
Yeah, no, we get that. Yeah. But no, for sure. This is yeah, man, this has been a hell of an experience, man. I appreciate you, Raph, for real. I appreciate you. Because I would have hated to have blind bought all of them and not know what to expect. But now I do. I expect a beautiful experience from 2 of them and a growing experience from the other one.
And where, for example, I right now, this is my I right now already 2, like, see, I empty it out. And this is only 2 wearings. And that 2 wearings, that's Avanguardia. This is Fierezza. This is my second sample right now. Because I spray heavily because I want to experience. I don't want to, like experience anything like that.
Right.
Anything. If you want a real experience, you want a first impression, I agree with that. First impression is a first impression. Couple of sprays and that's it. And your skin, on a paper, whatever. But if you want the full entire round, you need to spray like heavily. Forget about that you're gonna run out, you buy again, or you probably gonna find some ways to get it. But spray all over, empty it out the can and go out. Go out, let the people smell you without you saying a word, because the perfume will talk for you.
True enough. Truer words have not been spoken in FragCon, man. You know what I'm saying? Let the perfume speak for you. But yeah, man, hey, I appreciate you, man. This has been a great experience. We're going to have to get you back up here again. Got something in mind I'm going to throw at you. All right.
Oh, okay.
But man, hey, y'all, congratulations to Xerjoff on not just accomplishing what they did with the perfumes, but also seizing the moment and, really taking advantage of this merge, of this collaboration, man. This is a hell of an experience. And once you told me about how they're the different stages of driving a Lamborghini, it makes sense, man. It really does.
Yeah, it makes sense. It could be, another write-up, another kind of tell things that people will probably figure it out. But no, trust me, it relates to every single phase. when you actually experience to drive a Lamborghini or just to get into the car. It's totally different experience than your regular car. And trust me, you are very low profile, you're very underground. And that's the feeling when you're driving a Formula One. It's the same thing. You need to go down the floor to experience and have the high speed,
No,
And
for sure.
Lamborghini is like, they're so pleased and happy for this collection because it's breaking, I'm telling you, it's breaking all the records.
I believe it. It's still highly talked about at this point, so I definitely understand. But we gonna get to it. I'm gonna go ahead and do my little review over Fiesta and the three of them, and yeah, we gonna see who likes it, who loves it, and who can't get enough of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, but Raph, hey man, appreciate you for coming on. All right, appreciate you for taking some time. Appreciate you for sending over the experience and whatnot, man. For real, for real. I'm definitely gonna let you know as soon as I grab those bottles. All right. And yeah, man. Is there anything else before we go? I always ask you this because you know what I'm saying, you are the speaker of Xerjoff in the community. So is there anything else that you want to tell them?
Yeah, well, like I said, next month is the Pebble Beach event when we officially release the Lamborghini collection here in America, and then Cannes at the end of the month of September, and we're going to introduce the rest of the releases of this year and the beginning of next year. Big surprises, big surprises. The 20-year anniversary is gonna be like lit. Like we actually made a great party in Milan. Everybody wants to get in. It was insane. I wish that you wouldn't be there.
Next year, I promise.
Next year, hopefully, we're gonna make it, please. And stay tuned because good things are coming and it will blow minds for sure.
All right. Well, there you have it, y'all. Hey, spoken from the man himself. Don't hold your breath. We don't have that much time, all right? But expect something big and up and coming in the foreseeable future with the House of Xerjoff, man. Hey. Well, Raph, I'm going to go ahead and put you in the back real quick. I'll be right back there. I'm going to go ahead and close things off and say my farewells and whatnot. I'll be right back, all right?
So, take care. Thank you for having me.
All right, my guy.
I shot.
All right, y'all. Man, hell of an experience, y'all. Hell of an experience with the House of Xerjoff and their collab with Lamborghini. Again, I encourage all y'all to go out there and get the samples. They are on the website. Get you a sample, get it on Skin for the Win, and decide if it's good for you. Decide if any of them, let alone the two that I like, are good for you. All right. And if you happen to care or you happen to get a chance, hey, go check out Uden Overdose. Now, I rave about Uden because it's great for me, but Uden Overdose is nice, y'all. If you like, okay, for those who are not niche entirely yet, for those of my budget buyers, right? If you like that Obsidian from French Avenue, if you like that grapefruit, boozy kind of grapefruit feel in there, then you'll love Uden Overdose. All right. For those who have not experienced the House of Xerjoff, but you understand niche, you shop niche. If you like the experience you get from the Killian on the Rocks, or what is it? Killian Angel Share on the Rocks. Uden Overdose is one that you need to try. Okay. Check it out. Get your nose on it. Get it on Skin for the Win. Keep saying that. All right. And let your boy know. All right. But that'll do it for the night. All right. I appreciate y'all for coming out on this Friday night. I know it's 9:40. I know y'all got things to do. So do I. But I appreciate you for being here, man. For real. Because, hey, you could be anywhere else but here. But you chose to bring your butt to this channel. And for that, I am truly appreciative, man. Hey, look. We'll go ahead and wrap it up quick because y'all say a prayer for my family. Everything's good so far, but my pops is in the hospital. So I'm about to get off from here and go check on him. And yeah, man. Say a prayer for your boy. Say a prayer for my family, man. You know, we need it, boy. People are getting old. Hey, and make sure that y'all get out there and check on that boy, Walt. Sometimes I don't know what's going on, but he needs to know that people are worried about him. All right. A week out, not that I'm over here watching this content anyway, but a week out and he ain't putting nothing up, I'm a little worried. That's not like him. So reach out to him, show him some love, and show him some concern. Okay. And let's see if we can't get him back on one of these screens soon. All right. But with all that being said, man, hey, appreciate y'all for coming out. Let every sip be a sip of inspiration, and every sniff lead to a new discovery. Again, thank y'all for joining us here on Sips and Sniffs. Come back on Sunday when we will have episode 2 of Sipping and Tripping. All right. We're going to go from there. But I will holler at y'all. Y'all be easy. Not too easy, though. All right.